Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to part 32 of Krastorio. So we finally are getting some rare metals in that we need to smelt now. So we'll have to figure out where we're doing that. Oh, our old stone is actually depleted now, that's nice. So we can get rid of that. So I'm guessing we're just putting down another smelting area here. Because that's what we're doing. We won't be placing all of these old power poles, so... And we need some furnaces. I guess we just put down steel furnaces for this actually. Because we might as well bring in a red belt of rare metals. Didn't I do this for the other? Yeah, okay. So it's just stone I am not smelting with. Steel furnaces. And I guess we just use this space next to the stone for our rare metals. So I guess we will use red belt first of all, and we balance this stuff. Whoops. There we go. And we just need one line for now. Oh yeah, we can't just make the ghost images anymore. So that is the coal from our mining. Okay, so that will be removed at some point, but not now. Not the prettiest merging there, but let's just leave it at that. Okay. Let's... Oh, we don't have any dang grenades on us. Well, you can just use robots. Oh yeah, we are junking the old power poles. Whoops, we are using yellow belt right now. Let's do something about that. Oops, that was one tile too many, but let's just fix that then. Whoops. And I guess we should just replace all this yellow belt with red belt. Whoops. And of course we need to change these recipes. Let's put our rare metals back in there. And then we just need power. And I guess we just do it like this. Yeah, we can't reach everything with one insert or one power pole. So this is how we need to do it. Well, let's keep it just a little bit more systematical than that. So why are we limited to yellow belt here? No, this is yellow belt. Oh, we just needed one more red belt there. That was the problem. And so now we have, I guess, a full yellow belt of rare metals. And we can just merge that with another full yellow belt for a red belt of rare metals. Where are we going to put this? Seems like we only have one spot left on the bus. Hopefully that is enough for us. And this should really be red belt. So we will merge it around here somewhere, so from there it's red belt. This should be correct. We get 5 rare metal plates from 10 rare metal ores, so shouldn't be a problem. Whoops, let's replace all of this with red belt, I guess. So there we have our rare metals. Now we needed that to make processing units, right? Yeah. And we just need our sulfuric acid, advanced circuits, and these rare metals for that. So that's pretty easy. Okay, Robots, give me all you got. Thank you. So I guess we just build it over here. This is made in a normal assembling machine, right? Yep. These things. So what are the ratios here? Advanced circuits and rare metals. We will not be making a full build of these, so I guess we can just merge the advanced circuits and rare metals into one build. This annoys me a bit. It's taking up a lot of space. And it's somewhat easily fixable by just bringing them down here instead. And moving this over to around there, I believe. So this just goes over here. This comes down here instead. And engines come down here. And then we just need the steel coming down here instead. And that should be all. We should... Oh wait, no, this is not correct. I made a boo-boo. The steel was only used for these two. The other stuff needed to go further. Well, maybe it's okay actually. Can we just redo that again? Redo everything. Wait, that didn't read. Oh well. So we could just longhand insert the steel into these two machines. So this was steel before. This needs to be the merged input now. I just love doing all my work twice. Sorry about that. And this needs to go onwards, down. And then we need the steel in here. Just above this. And we stop it there, of course. As it's only needed for these two machines. Good. So now we actually have a straight bus thingy there. And of course this needs to be oriented like this, so we don't waste too much space with underground pipes. And I guess the output will be here. Input will be here, and that was something that needed to be merged. And it would red circuit and the rare metals, okay. So these just come here. Now the rare or the red circuits need to be a bit closer, I guess. Well, it doesn't really matter, we can just do this. And just using red belt here is not really necessary, but I don't want to use the time or waste the time. Get everything to what it needs to be. So there's our normal input, then we just need the sulfuric acid. Let's just copy some of this. Something like that. How slow are these? 6 seconds, so this is 1 per second. That might be good enough. And hopefully it's not too much. So we need sulfuric acid here. There we go. And now we're producing the logistics processing units, sorry. And why these are going down, I have no idea. We do have one problem with them though. We don't have space on the bus. Let's have a look how much they're used for. A lot of stuff. Also some stuff that needs to be properly automated. I think we might be able to find a spot on the bus somewhere. And we need some of these to make a better power armor. How far are we from even better armor then? Well, we are the utility tech cards away from it. And they'll still be using the old power armors, I suppose. That is good news. So we can just keep upgrading this one at a time. I need some electric engine units there. No, 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 no. Don't start producing all sorts of armor. Just use that, please. So where do we want these? I think I thought about some stuff that didn't need to be out here. Like wood. Well, maybe we should have this one line of wood. I think that is fine. Maybe this is all fine. Maybe we just don't need 4 lines of iron and copper. I think we'll put it out there for now at least, instead of a copper line. Let's move that inserter down 1 tile so we can actually just balance the build of this. And our new power armor is done. So what did we have in the one of those, 2 of these. We had 1 generator. Guess we could also put in some solar panels now. Not really necessary though, let's not do that. But we have a lot more space now. Before was a 4x4, and yeah, that was these 4 indices. Now we can have 5 more. We need more robopods, I guess. Maybe another battery. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we need the... what's it called? Night vision. We could also get some exoskeletons now to actually run a bit faster. That would be nice, I guess. Could also just upgrade the generator to a larger one. But that is a 3x3 entity, that is a bit annoying. I think we'll make some legs. Or an exoskeleton. Just 1 pair, I guess. And then we can fill out the rest with robopods and maybe a battery or a generator. Oh, the battery or the generator doesn't have anything to fuel it. Now it does. Good, 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 good. I'm sort of annoyed that these greenhouses are always blinking. We haven't needed any more wood at any point, so let's not worry about making a full build there. But now that we have these processing units, other than being able to make armor, we can also make the utility tech cards. No, we're just 1 step closer. Okay. Still need to make low density structure, which will take a lot of the copper that we just said we didn't need a lot of. Where is the low density? There. Yeah, 10 copper per. So if we want to make 1 science per second, now I'm just being bad at this. We need to have 5 of those, 5 low density structure per second. And that would then be 50 copper per second, right? Yeah, 5 of these per second is 50 copper per second, which is a lot more than we have now. Not to speak of the steel, which is 10 per second, and 25 plastic per second. I'm not sure we will be making one of these per second, but... No wait, that's not true, we just need one of these every 5 seconds. So we need 1 low density structure per second, so that's 10 copper per second, okay. That's a bit more manageable. But let's just get to making this, I guess. So copper plate on its own line and steel plate and plastic on another. And as usual we make the plastic locally. So do we usually make that on its own line or no? Okay. So we need coal and petroleum for the plastic as well. Let's just make sure that we can manage this. So copper plate, let's just say that's there. Steel plate will then come in here, and then we output plastic to the far side of this belt. So where's my chemical plants? There they are. So this needs to make plastic. We output that over there and take in some coal from over here. What did I say amounts of plastic we needed? 5 plastic every 5 seconds, that's 1 plastic per second, right? Let's just make sure. We need 5 low density structure every 5 seconds, so 1 low density structure per second. So that's 5 plastic per second. Yes. One of these makes 2 plastic per second, so we need 2.5. That's not gonna be very pretty, but it should be everything. Maybe we should just scale it up to 4. Then we might also leech off of it if we ever need to do that for some reason. Like we did over here, feeding 2 ways. But I'm not sure about that just yet. Coal. This should be good. Let's get some copper down. And some steel down to here. Good. Then we need coal down to here. Should we be taking from this lower one? I'm not sure about that, but we do it for now. Good. Then we need to make the low density structure. We want 1 of these per second. So we need 20 machines making this. That might be a bit much. Let's just start by making 10, I guess. Let's see. There it is. Whoops, that's not right. These. And I guess we just output to a belt here. I don't think this is something we'll put on the bus. Load and or something we want on the bus even. We use it for a tank, that's okay. Utility tech cards is what we are making it for. And nothing else here needs to be automated at this point. Rocket parts, of course, but I think we'll make a separate rocket production facility. So yeah. At that point we can just copy paste this. So this will go to here, but then we'll just build it over to our utility tech production. So this should be pretty copy pastable, right? Oh yeah, of course we're not making plastic yet, because we haven't brought petroleum. There we go. Now we should be going. Yes. Good. Then we need rocket fuel. And the question is if we should make the rocket fuel up here or down at the oil processing area. It's a bit annoying that you need iron for all of these, because then you need some other stuff on the fluid bus than you normally would have. Hydrogen chloride plus oxygen. How do I get oxygen? Splitting water, of course. So if I split water, I get the oxygen. Then I can split water and sand to get chlorine and hydrogen, which I can then combine into hydrogen chloride. So that would be everything we need for this other than the iron plate. Ammonia. Where do you get ammonia from? Hydrogen and nitrogen. Where do you get nitrogen from? I would guess from the air, but do we have a recipe for that yet? Let's have a look in here. Nitro. Oh, we have this recipe. I cannot see that recipe. That's a bit annoying. Do we have a... Is it electrolysis or filtration? It's an atmospheric condenser. Okie dokie. This one then. Let's try and make one of those. And that gives us nitrogen directly, apparently. Then we need to mix that with hydrogen to make ammonia. And then we mix that with oxygen to get rocket fuel. So that is basically as annoying a step as this one. For I just want to see this machine. So we have these recipes. We can get hydrogen from the air, we can get oxygen from the air. At least I don't think this requires an input. Nope. Can we get water from the air then? Yes. So this is basically a water pump. How fast does this work? Let's just test this out now that we are looking at it. So 30 water every 10 seconds, that's not a lot. So it's not something we want to be using, I don't think, for generating water everywhere. Though it might be a bit more balanced than my water wells. We have one of those somewhere that I... Oh yeah, up here. This that makes 2000 every second or something like that. This might be a bit more balanced when you want to generate water from thin air. But I'm not gonna worry too much about that when they don't even want to show me the recipes for it. Can we search it in what's it really used for? Water. Pump from off your pump? Well, that's not. Product off? Water. Okay, so what's it really used for knows it. That's nice to know. Let's just remove that annoying sound. Maybe we should check how fast it makes nitrogen. 30 in 30 seconds. Okay. So that's even slower. It makes oxygen pretty fast though. Isn't nitrogen one of the most... what our air consists most of? Cool. We're just looking at these. So we can also use light oil and oxygen. Which would mean that we need to bring light oil up onto the fluid bus. But that's not really something I want, I don't think. On the other hand, I think we talked about actually needing hydrogen chloride on the fluid bus. Hydrogen chloride. Needed for lithium chloride and this rocket fuel. So maybe we should just dedicate an area to producing the nitrogen or hydrogen chloride, sorry. And that requires water as far as I know. Oh yeah, that was the stone and this thingy. So we need stone to be crushed. Let's just start imagining this stuff. Crush stone. Then feed the crushed stone into a electrolysis plant to make some stuff. Start doing that. But this was one crusher to two electrolysis plants, right? Yes. Just trying to remember my ratios. Good. Then we have, and then we input water as well into this electrolysis plant. Then we get chlorine and hydrogen. 20 chlorine, 30 hydrogen. We need all of the chlorine, but only 2/3 of the hydrogen. Should we store the hydrogen then? I mean, we can just get it from the air, but if we need it at any point. But maybe we should test that, see what uses hydro. Damn, I'm good at spelling. Hydrogen. Needed in ammonia. And fuel that we're not making. or we're not using this recipe for fuel. And we can make water with it, that's not really important. Ammonia, is that something we actually need to make? Used for rocket fuel in a recipe we don't use, and in nitric acid, and I guess we're using this for batteries. A lot of the later game stuff. So we will need nitric acid at some point, but maybe we should just make the hydrogen at that point instead of putting it on the fluid bus. I'm not sure. Let's just flare the hydrogen for now, and if we then need it later, then we put it on the fluid bus. Good, so stone goes crush. Crushed stone gets mixed with water and is made into chlorine and hydrogen, and that is then mixed in a chemical plant or advanced chemical plant. We only have this one for now. And then we have our hydrogen chloride. And then we just need to mix oxygen in, but the hydrogen chloride goes on the fluid bus. So this is basically what we need to do here. Okay, but unfortunately that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!